How's it going, ALT students? This is Mr. Vatir, and welcome to your video tutorial for project number 1. I hope you're all staying healthy, staying safe, and I hope you're all doing well. Alright, so after you click the link in Google Classroom, there should be a little SoundCloud link attached to this assignment. You click it, you're going to log into Soundtrap, and you're going to see this page. It should say Project 1 Drum Loops. This is the name of your project. And once you save this project, once you save it, it's going to be uploaded to a folder that I can see. Everyone's going to have their own individual projects. Just like when you submit something on Google Classroom, this is exactly the same thing. So to do this drum loops project, you need to do 3 different things. And I'm going to take you through each one of those to make sure that you all know exactly how to do it. Okay? The first thing we're going to do is look over at this area right here. This is where we add tracks. Now, a track is pretty much an instrument. Okay, so we can start to add a lot of tracks and get different instruments when we are going to go further and make full songs. And today we're just going to do 1 track. The necessary bare minimum is 1 track. If you want more, you can start to do more. So to add a track, we're not going to click this. We're going to go over here to this little purple music note right here. Once you click it, it's going to open up our loops library. So just like we saw in GarageBand with Apple Loops, this program has its own loops. So loops are just short pieces of music that repeat. Once it gets to the end, it repeats to the beginning, and it goes over and over again. That's what makes it a loop. Okay, so let's listen to a couple loops. And to play it, all you're going to do is click. And we can just scroll down and find some different ones. They have different instruments. Here's a guitar. What else do we have? Synth. There are a lot to choose from. When you want it to stop, you're going to click the little pause button on the loop that you're playing, and it'll stop. So since there's so many of them, since there's so many of these loops, we need a way to kind of organize or be able to search them. That's where these little buttons come in. So for today, we're working on drum loops. So you're going to click drums right here, and it's going to search and show you all of the drums that they have. All right, there's still hundreds of them. Okay, so we can search through this, or we can sort it again. We can keep clicking this by the style of music that you want. So if you want EDM, that's electronic music. If you want jazz, if you want hip hop, R&B, pop, rock, there's all these different genres or styles that we can choose from. So let's find a hip-hop loop, hip-hop drum loop that we can work with. We can listen to a couple of them. Let's listen to this. And so I like this one. So to drag this into our project, all we need to do is click it, and we're going to hold our button down and drag it all the way over here, right? So you see I'm dragging it, and we're going to bring it right to the beginning of our new track. Now all of a sudden it's going to start to play. It's going to make our track, which is our instrument, and then our beat is in the red right here, right? This is our loop. You'll notice once it gets to the end, goes back to the beginning. Okay, this little purple line adjusts where our loop goes from. We're going to keep it right there for now. Okay, now to stop, you'll see I just did that. You're going to click a stop button right here. So as you're playing, you're going to see stop. You click it and it's going to stop. That takes us down to these buttons over here. Alright, so we need to be able to play and pause and stop and rewind our music, right? So you can rewind with this button. You can play with the play button. You can fast forward. You can play around with these features. As you're playing, you're going to see this purple line moving. So this is where you are in the song. You can see we're moving through our loop right now. And as we get to the end of the loop, we're always going to go right back to the beginning. Okay, so if we stop this and we want to go somewhere else, we're going to drag this around, or we can just click on this little ruler on top, and that's going to move our purple line. Okay, to get it to the beginning of the song, we're going to go all the way to the beginning. And if we want to hear, we're going to click play. Very simple. Okay, so once you drag a loop in here, you already did one of the requirements for the project. All you need to do is get a loop from here to here. Now the second thing you need to do, you need to change the tempo of the song. So the tempo is right over here. You can think of it as tiempo, as time. Your tempo is the speed of the song. Okay, so it's set in numbers. The higher the number, the faster the song. The lower the number, the slower the song. So right now we're at 150. Let's try to make it 170. And let's see how it sounds now. It's a lot faster. All right, let's go even faster. Let's see if we can go to 200. And we're going to drag this to the beginning. Click play. We're going to stop it. And now let's see how it sounds if we go slower. Let's go all the way down to 80. And we're going to see the difference. So again, we're going to move this to the beginning. And we're going to click play. The same loop, but it's a lot slower. Okay, so I liked the tempo. I liked it at 170. I think it sounded really cool there. So we're going to move it to 170. You can choose whatever you want, as long as you change the tempo from what it was in the beginning. All right, so now we have our beat nice and fast at 170. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to go over here to where it says VOL. This is our volume. Volume adjusts how loud or how soft something sounds. So if we click this and move our mouse down, it's going to get softer. If we move it all the way up, it's going to get louder. So all I want you to do is change the volume from where it was in the beginning, anywhere you want. It doesn't matter, as long as you change it. Okay, so to review, you're going to find a loop, drag it in here. You're going to change the tempo, and you're going to change the volume. Once you do that, you're done. All you got to do is click save. It's going to save your project. And once you're done with that, you're going to click exit studio up here. And it's going to bring you back to your home screen. You'll see all your projects. All right. And as long as you do that, I will see your project. I'll give you all the points you need. So once you do those three things, you can feel free to keep adding to your project. As long as you just do those three, you're going to get 100. You can keep playing around with the software. It's yours. It's free. You can just use it as much as you want. Okay? Please email me if you have any questions. I'm here to help you. All right? And rewatch the video if you're having trouble. All right? All the answers are right in here. Follow exactly what I do.